Hello Libra, welcome in. My name is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be your mid-month check-in for March. Keep in mind, timing and energy is fluid, so please only take with you what resonates. Leave behind the rest. I'd like to welcome anybody that's new to the channel. I'd also like to ask you to please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to comment on the videos, like the videos, especially if you resonate with the content. It lets me know that you like what I'm putting out there, and it does help the channel to grow. Libra, let's get into it. What do we got for a mid-month check-in for Libra? Stay in integrity and slow it down. And so we are in the pre-Mercury retrograde shadow period. And so Mercury in Aries would be your opposite energy. And so there might be a need to kind of slow it down, stay in integrity. I know the energy might feel like things might come to a dead stop. We're in this portal of needing to slow things down, needing to communicate boundaries. So make sure you're coming from a place where you're on the up and up. You don't want to do anything shady right now because retrogrades are all about reassessing. So I think get ready to kind of slow things down a bit. Leading into Mercury retrograde, which begins April 1st. But like I said, we're in the pre-shadow. So let's get into it, Libra. Let's see what else needs to come through for you. Please feel free to check out the video card link above or check out the description box below. There is now an option to join the channel to become a channel member. So if you'd like to become a channel member, feel free to head on over and check it out where you can access all kinds of bonus member perks. There is also a new web page. If you'd like to book a reading with me, feel free to check out the web page and get a reading booked in. All right, what do we got for Libra? I do feel something about the past is coming back around. So really pay attention to where Libra's at in your chart. This could be for any major Libra placement: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. What do we got, Libra? Courage. The blood mood. And so I do feel these eclipses are really asking you to find your courage. So Libra, you could be dealing with a lot of unresolved emotions. There could be anger. Whenever I see red, I feel emotional security fears, financial security fears. I feel base chakra. But I do feel there's a lot of knowledge, I think, that you've kind of accrued in all of these portals that we've been going through. And so you're going to need to be patient. So there's going to be a balancing act, I feel. You're kind of walking the middle path is what it feels like. So you might need to tell somebody to go fly a kite. I do feel maybe you've been in this energy of lack where you've been very patient, receiving a lot of downloads, a lot of knowledge. Maybe now it's time to find the courage to share that knowledge. And so I do feel right now you're being called. I do feel you're being called, meant to be. There's something fated and destined taking place here the last half of March for you. So I feel get ready to go into some deep emotions. This is a lesson in self-regulation, emotional regulation. And I do feel learning to accept and receive love. You might need to ask somebody for help, but I do feel there's a need to protect yourself. And so I'm wondering, what do you need to find courage for? So let's jump in with the tarot. Let's see what else needs to come through for Libra. Oh, we need to release something here. Something stuck, something stagnant. Maybe a connection where you thought you were both working well together. But I feel you're going to want to be mindful. Maybe you're not managing your resources wisely. Maybe you need to reinvest. I do feel there's an energy of needing to plant a seed and taking a rest. Did you really plan wisely for the future? I do feel things might be starting to grow, but there is a need for patience. And so there's a need to release something for sure before maybe receiving something from somebody else. But I feel emotions are feeling a little bit all over the place, Libra. Let's see what needs to come through for you. I noticed 414 on the timer. And so we had these two cards just fall out. So there is a wake-up call when it comes to some type of financial situation. So the Ace of Pentacles in reverse could mean a huge loss of money because maybe you received poor counsel. This could be like a poor investment, losing it all. This can mean needing to sell a house, losing a house, an investment of some sort. And this is going to trigger a wake-up call. But I feel there's a need to listen to your intuition. There's a need to pay attention to some signs here because I feel this loss is leading to a profound revelation. I'm going to set that aside, Libra, and we're going to dig into that in a little bit. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, we got something shady going on here. We get the Seven of Swords in reversed, the Balance in reverse, so Sagittarius energy, air energy. We got Pisces and Cancer, and we get this Eight of Cups in reverse. So there is a need to move on from something, maybe something that's not meant to be. I do feel there's more to life than what it is you've been experiencing. So there is a clinging. There is a need to release something that I think has caused a lot of imbalance. I think maybe you feel like you're losing your mind, Libra. I feel like you're giving away your power, or you're giving away a sense of personal freedom here. And this could lead to a huge material loss because there's a need to find compromise. I do feel you're being encouraged to create your journey. But I do feel, too, there's something you need to leave behind, and you need to make this choice. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's a big choice coming through with the Lovers. Definitely could be dealing with a Gemini or the Sagittarius-Gemini polarity, dead central energy. We get that Queen of Wands, and so something about this Aries season, you are being called to harness your inner talents. You likely have got a lot of brilliant knowledge that you're being encouraged to stare in the face is what I just heard, to share as well. And so I do feel it's time to kind of step up as some type of visionary leader. There's nothing that you can't do when you put your mind to something, Libra, but I do feel you need to believe in yourself. Maybe you're dealing with somebody that belittled you and underestimated your ability to make your dreams come true. But I do feel it's kind of time to learn something new, to speak up. This is about speaking about something. And so maybe you've gone through a profound transformation. If you notice all of the butterflies, maybe it's time to do a little bit of research. So I think in the recent past, there was this clinging. I think currently right now, you're being presented with a choice. So are you going to choose from the heart? Are you going to choose to restore your health, your confidence? I do feel maybe you were a little controlling. You're dealing with somebody controlling, but there's like a reviewal. So there might be some blunt communication coming forward from now till the end of the month. But there's also this exciting challenge, I feel. A lot of downloads, a lot of intellectual downloads, spiritual downloads, brilliant insights, maybe connected to an ending. We get the Ten of Swords. We get the Two of Swords, both of these in reversed, and then we get the Queen of Coins. Well, there you are. You know your worth, you know your value. And so I do feel it's time to take a grounded approach. It's time to maybe plant a seed on how it is you want to proceed for your future. Sensible approach. So you're going to want to be mindful of your finances, I feel. And I do feel you're recovering from some type of betrayal. I do feel some heart healing is definitely needed. And I feel this energy of like kind of looking at things with face value. So maybe you had the rose-colored glasses on. I think maybe you were over-analyzing a situation, which could have led to some type of mental exhaustion. I do feel there's like just a heavy, heavy burden being released when it comes to maybe a choice between two lovers. But I feel you've got the power. It's up to you to create balance in your life. And if you're unwilling to make a choice, then that will hold you back. Oh yeah, we got the core wound. So you're like this wounded healer, Libra. And so maybe you kind of had to lose it all in order to gain a new perspective. I do feel be prepared to not give up on whatever it is that you've created for your life, because I do feel you are dealing with somebody that has some questionable motives. And so if you are in a connection with somebody, I don't think this is your happily ever after. I think you're dealing with somebody that lacks accountability, lacks integrity, has questionable motives. I feel you could be dealing with somebody that even has a gambling issue, because he's gambling. And I do feel this person has deeply wounded you. I think you need to ask your angels for help, Libra. I think you fell in love with somebody. I think maybe for the last couple of years you've been in a romantic partnership. Doesn't have to be. But I feel like something coming back from the past. For sure, the resurgence of a past relationship that maybe ended because somebody made an unwise choice. That's also a possibility. But I think you're encouraged to keep moving on, to keep moving forward. And so I do think there's a life partner ahead. And maybe you don't see exactly what is quite in front of you. But I think things are looking up. It's time to find your way to a peaceful place, to release maybe a state of dark night of the soul and depression. This might even mean moving after a loss. So I think it's kind of time to find your enthusiastic, optimistic approach to life again, to find your strength, to get out of this very stuck energy. Maybe that's where you need to find your courage, because I feel you're kind of sitting in this very stuck energy of shadow work, maybe not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. But I'm thinking like a wake-up call. Maybe this really wasn't such a magical opportunity. And maybe this was a lesson in personal power and assertiveness. But I do think you're stronger than you realize. So let's clarify this Queen of Wands, this Queen of Coins, because I think you've got an ability to plant a seed to create anything you want in your life, but all you got to do is believe in yourself. So I feel a new career, but after a major release, I think you've been clinging on to something. Maybe you were overly charitable with somebody, but I feel a release. We get the Emperor, and then we get the Two of Wands. And so there's definitely a need to take the next steps. I do feel when you step into believing in yourself, maybe you're dealing with somebody that's like a tyrant, right? And so when the Emperor comes out and the Empress isn't on the board, this is somebody that can be very controlling. There's a need to take charge of a situation. There is a need to restructure a sense of discipline, I feel. And so maybe when you go down this path, it will bring in somebody that will walk the leadership role with you. 11:11 on the timer, I just noticed when I looked up. And so where is this Queen of Coins going? Because I think you're making something really beautiful out of a painful situation. So where is this Queen of Coins going? She's going towards an ending that will lead to a new beginning. And so there is a need to release a situation or a person where there is no love here. Like there's no love. It's a loveless situation. I think it's been a very difficult emotional experience. I feel maybe this was part of your awakening you to some psychic impressions, some psychic insights. But I do feel it's time to embrace self-love. I feel a major purge of somebody that's been holding you back, and this is leading you down the pathway of some type of spiritual transformation. So Libra, there you are. It really is time to stand up for what it is that you believe in, to stand up for your beliefs, to have confidence in yourself, and to challenge anybody that is trying to pick a fight with you. So choose your battles wisely, though, but be prepared to defend yourself. It's time to stand up for what it is that you believe in. Double energy of standing up for what you believe in. So make sure you're coming from a place of integrity. And you will come from, if you're coming from a place of integrity, you will be coming from a place of a win-win situation. So let's get you a closing message. Look at that, karmic completion. So it's kind of time for something to move forward. So there is a karmic cycle reaching completion, and you are definitely on the pathway to some deep-seated heart healing is what it's feeling like. So I think just let it be. It's meant to be. Maybe this was all about personal growth. And so maybe last year was all about personal growth. And these eclipses are bringing in a severing of a connection that has held you back. Because I do think somebody really has maybe attached to you financially. It's just time to let go of an unwise investment, right? That's really kept you in a state of confusion and illusion. So there is an ending here. So allow yourself to go through this personal growth. It's time to put in the effort to create harmony in your life. And so get ready to communicate this to somebody. And I do think it's going to be defensive. But that's kind of what I got for you for a mid-month check-in, Libra. So I really hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, check out the description box below. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thanks, Libra.